completely predictable.
That man, his form was changed. It was as though that lance was swallowing him whole. Upon that sight, it makes sense that your students were upset. I wonder if those relics truly hide such power. Yet even still, that power seems familiar. That form as well. As one who wields the sword of the Creator, does that mean you possess that power too?
Professor, you have returned. The goddess is indeed generous with her divine protection. I have already heard Gilbert's report about what happened. See to it that you keep what transpired at the tower to yourself. People would lose faith in the nobles should rumors spread of one using a relic and transforming into a monster. All regions of Fodlan would fall into chaos. We must avoid that at all costs. Please ensure the students who accompanied you understand that as well. Have I made myself clear?
Yes, of course.
His transformation into a black beast was nothing short of divine punishment from the goddess. Punishment for someone arrogant and foolish enough to use a hero's relic even though they were unworthy and unqualified.
You knew?
Of course. That is why we rushed to recover it. Sadly, we did not arrive in time. The church will formally return the lance to House Gautier, if you would. You have my gratitude. I can see that I was right to trust you with this. Please report back. I will tell you of your new mission for the coming moon at that time.
I assume the Archbishop was pleased with your performance. Did you return the Lance of Ruin?
I returned it.
I keep thinking about what Gilbert told us.
About Miklan?
Yes. Miklan was discarded by his family because he was born without a crest. Eventually, he became a masterful thief and gathered enough ruffians to capture a fortress. Right or wrong, he was a gifted leader. He could have been a great asset to Fodlan. What a waste! It's true that a crest can increase your magical abilities and allow you to wield the full might of a hero's relic. But one cannot measure a leader's worth based solely on whether or not they bear a crest. There are plenty of talented people in this world without one.
I completely agree.
People believe crests are blessings from the goddess, that they're necessary to maintain order in Fodlan. But the people are wrong. Crests are to blame for this brutal, irrational world we live in. Their power is granted only to a select few, whom we elevate and allow to rule the world. Have you ever wondered if the only way to create a truly free world is to dispense with the goddess and the crests? Do that, and people will have no choice but to rise and fall by their own merits.
Lady Edelgard, I question whether you revealed too much to the Professor.
Perhaps I did.
It is true that our teacher possesses a rare talent. Even I cannot deny it. The ability to wield the sword of the Creator is concerning.
I've already explained this to you. My power alone is insufficient. That's why I'm borrowing power from those people. If our teacher can wield it in my stead, I believe that would be for the best.
It's a risk. A dangerous one. You leave me no choice but to take matters into my own hands. Please excuse me.
I can't hide from the truth. I can't do all that I must on my own. If all I can rely on is my own ambition, my path won't be easy. Is it so risky to reach out my hand? Father, I swear I will not stop until I succeed. My regret, my grief, my whole life, I've thrown it all away into the darkness.
Professor, you have done well to complete such a difficult task. You have shown exceptional skill in leading your students. I am forever grateful for the safe return of the hero's relic. Just as I expected, you have mastered the sword of the Creator. Now then, I shall tell you about your mission for the coming month.
Archbishop!
Seteth, what troubles you?
Flayn is missing. I cannot find her anywhere. Professor, have you seen Flayn recently?
I have not.
I have searched everywhere. Where could she be? She may be in danger. Oh no, 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 what am I to do?
Calm yourself, Seteth. Professor, we shall continue our discussion another time.
Part 1. White Clouds. Horsebow Moon. Rumors of a Reaper. As cold air begins to creep in from the north of Fargus, Fodlan welcomes the riches of fall. The women spend their days reaping the golden fields, gratefully embracing the bounty the goddess has once again provided. The men venture into the wilds with horse bows and empty sacks ready to be filled with game.
As I believe you are already aware, Seteth's younger sister Flayn has gone missing. At present, all we know for certain is that she has not left Garreg Mach.
Flayn is not the type of person to just wander off on her own without telling me where she is going. We have searched the monastery thoroughly, but have found nothing. I am now mobilizing the knights to begin searching the town. Troubling rumors have been running rampant lately. I do not wish to consider the worst, but...
What is it you're afraid of?
There are rumors of someone prowling the streets and attacking innocents night after night. The Knights have investigated the matter. They have not discovered any remains, nor have they found any concrete evidence.
The people are panicked. They all insist someone called the Death Knight is coming to claim their souls with his blade. There is no way she could have escaped unscathed if she were captured by such a fiend. Where is she?
Seteth, recall that impatience begets error. Please do your best to calm yourself. I think of your sister as family as well. You know that. You have my support. We will devote ourselves fully, mind, body, and soul to recovering her. Professor, your mission for this month is to help find Flayn. The Knights have the town covered, so I ask that you focus your efforts on searching the monastery again. We do not have time to waste. You have your orders.
Flayn has gone missing? Most unsettling.
It doesn't seem likely that she's simply gotten lost. I'll help in any way that I can.
So, our mission this month is to find her? Well then, let us hurry and locate her before anyone else.
I hope Flayn is okay. What would happen if... Just what would we do if...
You can't think like that, Byrne. Seteth would have a heart attack if he heard you.
I've heard that she has a crest, but I suppose for this moment that is irrelevant.
We'll start by gathering information. Someone must have seen Flayn recently.
Right. If we work together, I'm certain we'll find her.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to more Fire Emblem Three Houses. In the last episode, we went through a really frickin' long map and also beat up a giant monster dude because, yeah, that happened. And in this episode, it seems that Seteth's little sister Flayn has gone missing, and we need to go and save her. As you can see, this is another one of those months where you can't actually do anything except explore. So we're just gonna go and do that. I don't know if we have anything. Yeah, I don't think so. Okay. We don't have any of the, anything for new, facilities yet. I think we actually have all the facilities.
Oh my. Just one small girl who's gone astray has caused all this. We cannot let this stand. You must do all you can to find out where she's gone. Now ask around to see what information you can find. Come now, no time to waste.
Alright, I mean, that's what I was gonna do anyways, but sure. Okay, so yeah, we need to go and ask around for, well, actually, okay, never mind, she's up there. I guess we may as well go up any, wait a minute, what the heck? Oh, never mind, okay. I thought there were, like, 2 of my cursors on the map for a second, and I was like, wait, why? This person's got a quest for us.
I hope you're up for a challenge.
Oh, I see what you're doing here. She wants us to deliver this admiring love letter to somebody. I know who, but I won't tell you until we see him. I guess I'm going here first. Even though I normally don't go here first, but I mean, we're over by it, so whatever.
Did you hear about Flane? It's just one thing after another this year, I swear. Some of the lower-ranked knights are searching for her in the town. If they find anything, I'll know.
Well, hopefully you'll know then, because we sure don't know much. Other than that, she's not here, so... yeah. There's not really... Well, I guess I'll talk about this, in a second, because we're about to talk to Bernadetta right now. But this month is a little unique.
Please not in here! I guess I have to let you in to prove it, don't I?
Ah! Welcome to one of the only times you can actually go in Bernie's room. There's not a whole lot here other than this adorable teddy bear. And... yeah. So as you can see, Flane's not actually in here unless she's under the bed, which, I mean, we are incapable of moving bed sheets, apparently.
There, see? No one's in Bernie's room but Bernie. Maybe Flane just wanted to be alone for a while. Have you considered that? Come to think of it, where is her room anyway?
See, what you just said there is a lie, because you're not in your room, you're out here! Ha-ha! Oh, okay. Thought I was stuck. Wait, let me check something. Gosh dang it, why do you always have full motivation? This annoys me because I don't want to give them the lost items unless I'm going to get, like, motivation out of it. But they always have full motivation for some reason, which is kind of weird. Anyways, the thing that's different about this month is instead of having to go through and do all of the week's worth of stuff, there's actually a point where you can... there's actually a point where you can just do, like, you can just skip the rest of the month and go straight to the battle. It's after we figure out where Flane is. And so once you do that, we can actually just straight up go to the battle instead of waiting through the rest of the month. So if you feel like doing that and you don't really have a whole lot of interest in this, spending time at the school stuff, then you can just do that.
Hey there, Professor. Did you want to talk?
Scary! Okay, why is that all you say? That's weird. Yes, I would like to talk, but apparently you don't want to. Oh yeah, owl feathers. Have we gone over owl feathers yet? I don't remember. I can't check it. What I'm doing? What am I doing?
What brings you here? I'm taking a break.
Well, I guess I can check it here. I'm sure we had owl feathers. I think I've gone over this before. Certain characters like certain gifts more, and it will raise their motivation more when you give that to them. Everybody likes owl feathers, so you can just give that to anybody, and it will raise their motivation by 2. So yeah. Also, we can recruit Shamir now.
You seem busy, Professor. I'm busy as well. Let's speak later.
Unfortunately, not yet. Her requirement is you just have to be a certain level. I believe you can also recruit Catherine if you are not on the route that I am on, because you cannot recruit her on the Black Eagles playthrough for some reason. Also from that, from one of those quests that I didn't show last time, after you complete it, you get these merchants over here. They're actually pretty useful because this guy sells bait, smithing stones, which are very useful, but I mean, you get enough of those from normal gameplay anyways, so there's not really a point in buying those. Black sand steel, though, you can actually use to make, like, I think they make killing weapons and stuff like that. I don't remember for certain. And he's got different kinds of tea, but the important part about this is he's got different types of gifts. And you can only buy one at a time every time you do explore. But other than that, there's like an infinite number of them, and you can buy as many as you need to up people's motivation or affection with you. This guy sells poultry and wild game, and then he also sells a bunch of different kinds of seeds. Again, probably won't need to buy the seeds because you can just get them normally through normal gameplay. And then he also sells different kinds of gifts.
Come again.
So yeah, those guys are pretty useful.
Greetings, Professor. Today, there is quite a bit to report. There is a masked individual who has been going into town every evening and not returning until the following morning. You see? Nothing gets past this guard. I doubt it has anything to do with Flane's disappearance, but... well, better safe than sorry, I always say.
Man, he actually gave us useful information for once. I know that... well, maybe I shouldn't say that yet. Yeah, never mind. I'm not going to say the thing I was going to say, because that kind of spoils something, and I don't want to spoil things. Wait. Okay, I guess there were 2 items right there.
Young Flame's disappearance is most troubling.
Why do a lot of people just have one-liners? Beyond here's where the knights reside. You'll notice this thing is here. The only thing that I can really say about this is that when you finish the quest, the main quest for this month, go here. This is where you can go to initiate the chapter battle. You'll find out why in a bit.
If Flane has been taken hostage, then we know she is alive. At least for now. There would be no point to abducting her if simple murder was the objective. That's only logical, Professor.
I mean, he's being creepy, but he does have a point. No point in kidnapping someone if you're just gonna murder them anyways.
I can't believe Flane just disappeared. I don't like it one little bit. Oh, are you here to see someone? Alois and Shamir and all the knights are gonna head into town soon.
Well, I'm not here to see them. I'm here to see you, because you're the person that this love letter goes to.
Thanks, Professor.
And that's it. Well, actually, we have to go talk to the person who gave us the love letter again, but we'll do that in a minute. There's actually no one else in here. Okay. But Annette's over here.
There
have been a lot of rumors swirling around lately about a Death Knight who kidnaps people from the nearby town. You don't think Flayn was, you know, do you?
I don't believe so.
Whether the rumors are true or not, I just hope our Flayn is safe.
I would have thought a reassuring answer would raise affection, not, oh yeah, she might actually just be dead. Why would saying that make someone like you more? Because that's literally what the other option was. Pretty much just saying, oh yeah, she's probably dead. Okay.
Hey, Professor, have you seen Manuela? I saw her running off somewhere in a terrible hurry. I wonder if it has anything to do with Flayn's disappearance. Do you know, Professor?
You're on first name terms with Professor Manuela?
Oh, yes. Didn't you know? She was the senior diva in our opera company.
I can't remember for certain, but I remember that, actually, wait a second.
Flayn was child-napped. That is what you are thinking? And the villain is inside our monastery? I must have admittance. One person has been catching my eye. Shamir is a knight not like other knights. Her movements are being reminders of... No. They remind me of warriors of Brigid. Before she was here, what was she getting up to?
Do you really think Flayn was kidnapped?
There must be another explanation.
Do you think she ran off on her own? That doesn't put me any more at ease.
I seriously find it weird that they're all like, that they ask you these questions and reassuring them doesn't yeah.
I've only ever spoken to Flayn a handful of times. She always seems so naive about the ways of the world. I'm worried about her.
You think she'd be easily deceived?
Yes, I'm afraid so. I just hope she comes home safe.
That's pretty funny because I actually kind of like their support conversation. The support conversation between Flayn and Ignatz. Oh yes, this is like one of my favorite lines in the game coming up right here.
Flayn?
No, I haven't seen her. She's been abducted.
Oh, you're looking for her. Sorry, my mind was somewhere else.
He's got like, he sounds like he's like the, no, I haven't seen her. She's been abducted, you stupid. That line just makes him sound like, oh, okay, yeah, you're the big stupid. I am the big smart. Okay.
I just recently learned she has a crest. Did you know that, Professor? If it was a particularly rare crest, I could imagine Professor Hanneman would have quite an intense interest in her.
Stop. I don't like what you're implying.
Oh, no. I'm not accusing Professor Hanneman of abducting Flayn.
Oh, really? Because it sure sounds like you are.
Hello. I don't know if she ran off or got kidnapped or what. I just know that Flayn's in trouble. That's it. I can't keep sitting around. I gotta go find her. Now, where do I start?
You know, now that I've gotten to know Casper a little bit more, I like his character a bit more.
To think that Flayn would disappear like this. Sedith must be worried sick. I haven't much to go off of, and perhaps it's out of line for me to feel so uncomfortable. But something has been bothering me for a while about Gilbert. I feel as though I've met him somewhere before. I also noticed him staring intently at Annette once.
I mean, there's a reason for that. Go back to Casper, and then back to Dorothea. Oh my gosh. I like Casper's character a bit more now, because he's like a lot more noble than I originally thought. Like, he just kind of seems like a troublemaker that likes to punch things all the time. But I don't know, in moments like this, you can tell that he really cares about people.
Ah, you're looking for Flayn's kidnapper. I can't say anything for sure, but I do have suspicions about Yaritza. There's something about how he's handling his blade lately. It seems more impulsive than usual. It couldn't hurt to try speaking with him at least. At this hour, I think you'll find him sparring with Catherine at the training grounds.
Interesting. We were just there, and Yuritsa was not with Catherine.
Wow. Ingrid just about slapped the teeth out of my head. All I did was suggest that Flane might have eloped.
Is that a possibility?
I don't know. I was just suggesting things, and suddenly I was seeing stars and Ingrid was yelling at me.
Look, to be fair, that is a perfectly valid... that is a perfectly valid thought.
A beautiful, delicate maiden vanishing into thin air? It is like something out of a book. If it were a book, we would have no need to worry. She would be rescued presently by a dashing nobleman. Do you have any idea as to where she might be? Where she might have wandered off to?
To the greenhouse for some flowers?
The greenhouse. I did not think of that. I will take a look around there later.
That's a weird question. Yeah.
I hope Flane isn't going hungry. If someone really kidnapped her, I'll never forgive them. Now that I think about it, I saw Aloise hanging out by the pond not too long ago. He was always getting into trouble for trying to talk to Flane, you know? It's probably a crazy thought, but I'm starting to worry.
Odd, though I can't really imagine Eloise kidnapping Flame. That just seems really out of character for him. Okay, back to Dorothea now. That conversation with her where you're talking about how she is looking for Manuela, I could have sworn that conversation is different if you pick a different house, because I seem to remember her talking, like, when you ask her why she knows Manuela, she seemed, like, more flustered and didn't, like, straight up say why they know each other last time. That could just be me remembering it wrong, but that's what I think. Ah yes, Dedu, patron seller of yellow flower seeds. Great. I don't know why I always check these guys. I almost never buy anything from them. Oh, more flower seeds. A goddess messenger, a fish. Okay, sure. That sounds perfectly reasonable. Oh wait, first thing. Gee, I wonder who that goes to.
Flane's gone missing. Where could she be? If it were an ordinary kidnapping, you'd think there'd be a demand for ransom or something by now. I don't like the sound of this.
I bet Flane ran away. She couldn't stand being held back by Seth any longer. I can empathize. I know what it's like to have an overbearing big brother. Hello?
Well, actually, wait, hang on. I'm gonna finish talking to everybody else here first before I talk to Edelgard.
Let's see. I've heard the monastery is full of secret passages. If there is no sign of Flane's departure, it is possible that she used one of those. Whatever has happened, I hope she is all right.
I have thoroughly surveyed the entire monastery, and yet I have not found a single trace of evidence that suggests Flane was abducted. Perhaps we must seek out personal recounts rather than physical evidence. In any case, we must hurry before something terrible happens.
Yeah, we don't want to... we don't want to lose a character in a not battle, because unfortunately my space-time manipulation powers don't actually work unless we're fighting people.
Where could Flane have gone? Do you think she's really been kidnapped? I hear Tomas has been going around asking about her. But he's probably just worried like the rest of us. Though it wasn't just Flane. He was asking about you and Captain Gerald, too.
Odd. Oh, hey, another owl feather. That's pretty nice.
If Flane were taken hostage, I expect we would have received demands from the culprit by now. Perhaps this is not a kidnapping at all. Do you suppose she could have simply run away?
I don't think so.
What could it be then? What possible motive could there be to abduct her?
Man, this must be a new record for how many, this must be a new record for how many freaking conversations I get wrong. Jeez. Okay, now we'll talk to Edelgard. Hello.
Hello. We must begin our search for Flame, Professor. If she ran off of her own free will, that's her business. But that may not be the case. For her sake, I suggest we assume that she was abducted and begin an investigation. Who benefits from kidnapping her? Let's gather all the information we can on anyone who's been acting strangely. I have a favor to ask.
So yeah, I guess it doesn't really matter what order you talk to people in, but basically what you have to do is you have to talk to everyone around the monastery, and then once you hear certain things about certain people, like all of the knights and stuff, then you'll have the option to talk to them again. Also, Tomas just showed up over there when he wasn't there before. That's weird. But before we go around talking to everyone else, we're actually just gonna go talk to the rest of the people who are not suspicious. Also the notes. Hello, there is only one note. Well, dang it. There's a person with whom I do not get along. Childish as it may sound, we always end up quarreling. Is there nothing I could do to remedy this? Quarreling a lot isn't a big deal. Treat others how you want to be treated. That is the best way to act. Because then they will do the same, but I mean... well, most of the time.
Dear Goddess, hear my prayer. Please watch over Flame. Please protect her.
Oh, whoops.
Dear God.
Hey, I need this.
May I ask a favor?
She wants herbs for a horse because the horse is about to have a baby. Aww. It's gonna be a baby horse. Do I have any renown? I do have renown. We'll do Saint Macule.
This one? You're all set. This one?
This one?
You're all set.
Waggy? Throwback to the first
See you again
episode.
soon.
That's just what it reminded me of. Oh wait, she's out here.
Hey.
Yeah, one thing I don't really like about... wait. Is that the... no, it's not. Never mind. One thing I don't really like about the map is that sometimes it only includes certain sections of the map in, like, the outlined area, when other parts of the map are actually part of that area, like out here.
Professor, have you still not found any leads regarding Flame's whereabouts? I have looked everywhere. Not even the knights on guard have seen anything of note.
We'll find her together.
Yes. Let us work together. It reassures me to have you by my side. May the goddess protect dear Flame until she returns to us.
Yeah. Apparently she's searching, but she's also just kind of like in the farthernmost side of the monastery for some reason. Also facing away from the building that she's next to, which, I mean, you'd think she'd be looking through a building if she was actually looking for Flame. But what do I know, honestly?
I heard something like this happened last year, too. Neither the culprit nor the missing student were ever found last time. Some people say it was the work of evil spirits.
Then it could be the same culprit.
I thought the same. Could there be a connection?
There's probably a connection. Okay. Go to the library first, just before we go and talk to everybody in the middle section of the second floor. Wait, what? Oh, she's probably out in the hallway. Yep. Wait. Tomas doesn't seem to be here right now. Oh, okay.
Reflect. reflecting on it now, Flame has always seemed a rather odd person. She appears young, yet there's something about her that seems much older than her years suggest. And she's quite wise, but also surprisingly naive.
Maybe she's actually a ghost. Maybe she's lived a very sheltered life.
You might be right. Whatever the case, Sedith seems to care for her more than anything.
Yeah. Okay, wait. Yeah, we'll just go here. We'll talk to everyone up here first, and then we'll go back down and talk to all the people on the first floor again. And outside the building. Oh, geez, you have a headache or something? My gosh. I will find her. I swear it.
That is all I can ask. Please, lend me your aid. She would never have left the monastery of her own volition. Why is there not a trace of her to be found?
Geez, calm yourself. Don't worry, I'm the main character. I will definitely find and save this person because I have plot armor and I can't be killed. Therefore, I'll just throw myself out in front of whoever's trying to kill her and then win because they can't kill me because plot armor. Or something.
Because of Flane's disappearance, all of the knights are searching non-stop. But we haven't found a single lead. Sedith's face is getting paler by the minute. It's hard to watch. What's that? You're looking for Manuela? Well, I did pass by her earlier. She was carrying something. A mask of some sort.
Yuritsa's mask?
I'm not close to the guy, so I can't say for sure. But come to think of it, you could be right.
Wait, what? Oh my gosh. Okay, I did not realize this is what happens. I guess if you talk to Geralt, it just ends a side quest for some reason, even though we don't know any other information. Can I still get the information by talking to everybody?
Miss Flane's whereabouts are unknown. Pray she is safe. We do not seem to have any leads at present. I am one of the suspects.
Okay,
am I?
can.
Well, hopefully I can lay your suspicions to rest. Do you know of my, let's call it, unique situation? I was once a knight, in service to the Fargus royal family. If Ingrid believes she saw me before, it was likely in Ferdiad, the kingdom capital. Annette is... she is my... but no. I would appreciate it, Professor, if you would ask no more.
I don't remember if he is her dad or uncle. I seem to remember hearing stuff that supports both theories. I think he's her dad, just because that seems like that just seems to make the most sense because they do actually share a few bits of resemblance. Like,
no.
I mean, obviously their hair, but they just it just seems like it.
Hey there, Professor. Did you want to talk? What? Me? Abduct Flame? You can't really believe I did that.
Heard she was always yelling at you.
No, that's just because of my dumb jokes. She says that they're not very good. But if I went around kidnapping everyone who said that, the whole monastery would be empty.
I mean, to be fair,
Hey there, what?
you're right.
Me?
But
Abduct
also, did you
Flame?
find anything in the
You
pond?
can't really... Well, this may sound silly, but I was too scared to even look. I couldn't bear the thought of finding her in its depths.
That's fair enough. I mean, I also would not like to just find a dead body in a body of water close to me.
What brings you here? I'm taking a break. Is this about Flame? You find me suspicious.
What did you do before coming to the monastery?
I was somewhere else, fighting. Is that a problem? I understand that I don't fit in among the Knights of Seiros, but that hardly links me to Flame's disappearance.
I'm not gonna bother with the other option she says because it's pretty much the same thing. She's pretty much just like, and what does that matter? It doesn't. So get lost. Man, the attitude on this woman.
Young Flame's disappearance is most troubling.
Not this woman.
What? Who would suspect me? You know what? I'll tell you who. A fool. That's who.
Man, you're really gonna make me use that picture twice in a row, aren't you? It's looking far to investigate her thoroughly. That's a very poor choice of words, Banana. I think you should rethink that. Is her crest rare enough to justify kidnapping her?
Flame's crest, the major crest of Sethlin, is rare, but there are others who possess it.
So she does have a rare crest, but I mean, there are other people who have it, so it's not so rare like ours. Ours is super rare because it hasn't shown up in like how many years, but other people have her crest, so.
Is something the matter? I see. So, Flame has gone missing. I will do what I can to support the search. It seems that you are a bit suspicious of me. Might I ask your reasons?
Why were you asking about Flame?
I was away from the monastery for a few years, but do not forget, I have spent more than 4 decades in total working here at Garreg-Mach Monastery. Yet it was not until recently that I learned that Seteth has a sister. It is only natural to be curious, don't you think? I assure you, there is nothing more to it than that. Is something I will do.
Why are you asking about my father?
It has been 2 decades since I last knew Gerald, yet he looks nearly identical to my memory of him. It is only natural to be curious, don't you think? I assure you, there is nothing more to it than that.
Alright. So, I'm gonna bring up this weird thing that I said I would talk about a while ago, but I never did. Your age and the circumstances behind your birth. So, if you remember, back near, I can't remember, I think it was it was either the first or second episode, I can't remember. We were talking with Eloise and stuff, and Rhea, and saying she didn't know Gerald had a son. I remember he said something about him being born after they left Garreg-Mach, which is a little odd considering, one, your mom is buried here, which is like very, like, huh? How would you be born after you left if your mom is dead here? And second, it's only been like 20 years since the fire that happened here when Gerald was gone. And how old are we? Because, like, we're definitely not that old considering the students seem to regard us as being a similar age to them. And I mean, just as a refresher, you go check your roster. It says everyone's age. It doesn't say what our age is because we don't know, I guess. I don't know. The circumstances behind it are just really weird, and I feel like some of the explanations are kind of shoddy. Though that is for a reason.
Did you hear about Flame? It's just one thing after another this year, I swear. Some of the lower-ranked knights are searching for her in the town. If they find anything, I'll know. What? Yuritsa? Come to think of it, I haven't seen him today. What would make you suspect him?
I heard that he goes out every night.
I see. Well, I'll let the knights know.
Funny. Okay, here's a weird thing about her, about her options. First of all, you pick the other one.
I see. Well, I'll let the knights know.
She says the exact same thing, except like in a slightly different tone of voice. If you pick the second one, you get affection with her, but if you pick the first one, you don't. Like, what? Why? I think that's everybody, except we just got to talk to Edelgard again. Yeah. So that's what everyone else says if you talk to them first, but I guess you just have to talk to Geralt to finish the quest.
Professor, I knew I could count on you. Manuela ran off with Yuritsa's mask? We'll have to speak with both of them. But where could Manuela be? Yuritsa is likely at the training grounds, or in his quarters on the eastern side of the Knight's Hall.
Before we go check that, we're gonna go to the greenhouse so we can get those herbs that Marianne wanted for the horse. The birthing herbs. I keep hitting the wrong button. There we go. Here you go.
I didn't mean to trouble you.
Yay! Now the horse baby's gonna be fine. So yeah. Now, if you go over here, up to this thing I showed you earlier, and you go and select it. Beyond here is Yuritsa's room. Okay, so yeah, if you go here, you can actually just skip the entire month and go straight to the battle. I'm not going to do this because it's nice to have your teaching things and stuff so that you can actually get things. But you can do that if you just want to skip to the end of the month. I think this is like the only month that I've run into so far on my other playthrough that you can do this. But I mean, it's not like you can't do something similar to it normally because there's just like the auto instruct and stuff like that. Anybody even, hang on. Okay, I guess they're really? Bernadette is the only person who has max motivation? Okay. Okay, I'll see you in a minute, because I'm gonna go give everybody their things now.
Oh, I was looking for this. Thank you so much.
I can't believe I left this behind. Thank you so much for retrieving it.
Yes, this is mine. Thank you for returning it.
I had lost the place of this. You have my thanks.
How did you know I lost this? Thank you for bringing it back to me.
The antique clasp actually goes to Flame, but, we can't give it to her right now.
Oh, I was looking for this. Thank you so much.
I am not 100% sure, but I think the spotless bandage goes to Hilda. Which, again, we can't give this to her right now, but yeah.
Hey, I've been looking for that. How'd you know?
I believe that's it, because Needle and Thread goes to Bernie, Antique Clasp goes to Flame, and I think these two both go to Hilda. I'm not too sure about the spotless bandage, but I don't really know who else I would go to besides Lysithia, and I already tried that, so it's definitely not her. So I guess with that, I'll end, well, you know, we'll go eat some food first before I end the episode. Why? Just 'cause I don't really have a reason. Food. There's only one person who likes today's special. Gosh dang it. Let's go with... Okay. There we go. Now we can do Linhardt and Casper.
Yeah, it's eating time. Come on, let's dig in.
Caspar, do develop table manners. Begin by chewing with your mouth closed, especially when I'm around.
Yeah, some of the students have unique conversations with each other when you eat with some of them together. And that's one of them. Let's go and cook with Aish. Sure.
I love to cook. What are we making today? Is that so? I have a lot of experience in the kitchen. I can make just about anything.
Like my hand.
Wow.
Aha! Anything else? I guess not. So I guess I'll see you guys on the next episode of Fire Emblem Three Houses, where we probably go rescue Flame. Goodbye.